Well, just get down here as soon as you can. Right.
Excuse me.
Suzi.
Mr. Kendall. Is Cagney here? I was told he's been arrested.
Well, not exactly arrested. He's in Lieutenant Bowman's office. The police wanted to question him.
About what? What's he done?
Now, don't jump to conclusions. We don't have all the facts yet.
Can I see him?
No, not right now.
I'm sorry. I don't understand this. Could you please tell me what's going on?
There is nothing to worry about. I've called my lawyer. He's on his way down here right now.
A lawyer? What's Cagney being accused of?
Well, he hasn't been accused of anything yet. But it appears that the payroll of one of my construction sites might have been stolen.
How many times do we have to go through this? I've told you all that I know.
You said you went to the bank this morning, you signed for the payroll, and then what happened?
I don't know! How many times do I have to tell you I don't know? Why don't you believe me?
You're confused, I understand. We all are, but we have to get to the bottom of this.
There's a lot of money missing. You realize that, don't you?
Yeah, $20,000 last count.
And you are our only link to figuring out what happened to that money, Cagney, so we're going to keep going through this until you remember something.
It's not a matter of not remembering. I don't know. I blacked out.
Cagney, listen to me. We're from the same neighborhood, you and I. Hogan and I, we go way back. Now, I am trying to help you. I want to believe your story, but frankly, something is missing. The pieces just don't fit.
That's not my fault. I can't tell you what I don't know.
Okay. We'll start all over again from the top. Maybe you'll remember some detail, something insignificant that will help me to help you. You willing to do that for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. From the top, slowly.
This guy, this Kendall security guard stops me outside of Bigelow's last night, dressed as a Kendall security guard. He said his name was Sam Evans. And he tells me I'm supposed to go to the bank today to pick up the payroll. Look, you don't believe me. This is the truth. I'm telling you, I swear it.
Justine, you kidnapped Jonah. Jonah, sweetheart, you come to me. What did she do to you?
Well, there's nothing like being appreciated.
What on earth possessed you to do such a thing?
It was the urge to help, I think it was. The urge to help.
How did you get your hands on him in the first place?
Well, I sort of bent over and picked him up. His Aunt Jo never showed. And before you get on my case again, I went over to Suzi's this morning to tell her about Cagney.
What about Cagney?
Are you kidding me? The police are looking for him.
Into my office. And bring Jonah's stroller with you. Come along, darling. Yeah. What a good boy it is. Close the door. All right, now what are we talking about?
How come I know all this and you don't? The guy in your newsroom told me. The police apparently think he's involved in some sort of robbery.
Well, I'm not surprised, and I hope they throw the book at him. And you decided to tell Suzi?
Well, I think she should know.
Oh, I'm sure that's what you thought.
And if he is in trouble, he needs someone.
And what, may I ask, is wrong with you?
You're looking at Typhoid Mary as far as Cagney McCleary is concerned.
Yes, right there.
You know, I could just see me pleading with him through the bars to talk to me when Suzi would float in, having found out anyway, and looking more like Snow White than she already does.
That's assuming, of course, that he's caught.
Well, as soon as he finds out they're looking for him, he'll turn himself in.
No, I really have underestimated you. This way, when Suzi shows up, Cagney has to ask how she found out so quickly, right?
Why, Justine told me you were in trouble.
And then, of course, he decides that he has completely misjudged you. Well, you must really care for him if you were willing to send Suzi to him. Bravo.
Thank you, thank you. Please, no applause, just throw money, as in the oft-mentioned raise we've spoken so much about.
There is one little problem that I could see. Your plan could backfire entirely. For instance, what if Suzi's heart melts when she finds Cagney in trouble and needing her? They could just kiss and make up, you know.
Yeah, they could. But then, Suzi does not strike me as the type to be comfortable in police stations. It could go either way. And I guess I will have to gamble. Losing in the short term could mean winning in the end.
Good luck to you.
Thanks. I won't refuse it.
You really do care a great deal about him, don't you?
Maybe one of these days he'll realize how much.
You love him.
Cute kid.
Yeah, I think so. Leave him here with me. I'll take care of him.
How much longer can they keep us waiting? I mean, why don't they just tell us what's going on?
Well, I have to be in court in half an hour. I'd like to talk to Cagney before I leave.
I'll give Bowman 5 more minutes. If Cagney has not come out by then, I'll go in. Well, it's about time you came out. What's been holding things up in there so long?
Miss Wyatt? Mr. Kendall, I have done everything I can to get Cagney
I'd like to
open
see
up and
Mr.
tell me what...
McCleary now.
Who are you?
He's my attorney, John Garvey.
Attorney. I have not charged Cagney with anything. I am still trying to ascertain exactly what happened.
May I please see Cagney?
If you haven't charged him, why are you
Would
holding
you
him?
mind not telling me my job? You can go in and see him. Ask him to cooperate with me. I'm really trying to help him. Just tell the officer I said it was okay. Oh, Miss Wyatt, see if you can get him to calm down. All right?
Thank you. I will.
What have you been doing to him?
Oh, give me a break.
Oh, Lieutenant Bowman said it was all right.
Very well.
Suzi, what are you doing here?
I heard you were in trouble.
Now, bad news travels fast in this town.
Justine heard about it at Channel 6, and she came by to tell me.
You have no hard evidence of any kind against Mr. McCleary, so there is no reason to detain him.
Oh, I'll tell you what I have. I have a phone call at 10 o'clock this morning from one of your men telling me that Cagney has gone to the bank and withdrawn the payroll. And then I have a forged authorization, a fact which you confirm. Then I have a van and an empty valise used in what seems to be a robbery. And finally, I have Cagney sitting in my office, dazed and confused, acting like he doesn't know what hit him. And he's the only one who can tell us what happened.
Sure sounds to me like you don't believe him.
I'm not sure what I believe, but I know we won't find out anything if we let him walk.
You can't keep him unless you charge him, and you know it.
Oh, I wish guys like you would take one day out of your busy schedule and come down here and do my job. Then you'd all know what I know.
Well, Bowman, I believe him.
You want to see him get out of this scot-free?
Yes.
Then answer some questions for me. I know. We've gone through it all before. Humor me.
As long as you keep it brief.
Cagney has picked up the payroll before, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll leave if you want me to.
No, I'm sorry. I just want to figure out what's going on here. I want to understand what happened. I just hate the thought of you seeing me like this.
Don't say that.
They think I stole this money.
I know.
But you don't think I did.
Of course I don't.
Then you trust me.
Why wouldn't I? That was different. Look, let's not talk about that right now. Let's just figure out how I can help you.
You already are. You're here.
Cagney,
Yeah.
you'll be pleased to hear that I believe you've told me everything you know.
Then you're saying I can go, right?
But this just came in. Thank you.
Saying I can go, right?
Cagney, this your signature?
What is it?
Please, answer the question. Is this your signature?
Yes, it is. So what is it? What does that mean?
We ran a check on the van used in the robbery. This is the rental agreement for that van. Cagney has just admitted that it's his signature that's on it. Cagney McCleary, I'm holding you in custody on suspicion of robbery.
I knew you'd be anxious to see him, so I brought you the rough photos. He's a cute little guy. Pick out the ones you'd like me to print, and I'll blow them up any size you like. McCleary's out of the way, and you've got your stake. Now, what's the next move?
Mine. I'll handle it myself.